Hey, how's it going? I'm Josh Lindquist, experienced game master, and today we're here to talk about the Star Wars Fantasy Flight games, particularly about something a lot of my players request is how to play a bad guy squad or Galactic Empire squad. A lot of people really want to do that as opposed to, Star Wars Age of Rebellion is built for you to play a squad of Rebel Alliance members. So flipping that to play as the Galactic Empire, you can do. I've done it a couple of times and it's been very successful. So we'll go over what you need to know in order to do that successfully. First off, for game mechanics, this is pretty simple. Everything in the Age of Rebellion rulebook and all of the other source books that can come along with it, they all focus on the Rebel Alliance. So really you're just flipping where it says Rebel Alliance for Galactic Empire. That goes for motivations, for duty obligations, anything in your talent tree when it comes to your careers and specializations. Just where it references Rebels, switch it over to Empire. It's super easy. Also, you want to flip light side and dark side destiny points. You don't have to do that, but it just makes it more thematic. So mechanically, it's very simple to do. They have NPCs for Rebel Alliance, so you can have that for enemies. Yeah, it's really easy to do. Now, the harder part is making it interesting, because thematically and with your characters, it's not fun to just have a bunch of bad guys running around, killing rebels and dissidents. That can get pretty boring pretty quick. So what you want to do is make sure you iron out with all of your players what makes their characters loyal to the Empire. You might have that one player who's like, oh, I'm just a crazy person who likes to kill people. That's not really interesting. There's not a lot of meat there with the character to role play with down the line. So I would encourage you to encourage your players to really think about, the big draw of the Galactic Empire after the Clone Wars and everything was safety, security, order, law. Make those characters loyal to those values, because people, characters can do bad things in the name of those values if they think they're making the galaxy a better place. That's a lot more interesting if you have characters who think they're improving the galaxy and that's their mission. And then the fun part is test that. Really have them, get put in moral dilemmas, have them get put in situations where those values are tested, have the Empire screw them over or betray them so that they're like, well, are we still loyal to this Galactic Empire? Really put them in hard situations so they have to dig into their characters and really explore where their values lie, and maybe their characters will change over time. And that's a very Star Warsy theme, and it's very fun to role play. So really experiment and play around with that, and just make sure that you're encouraging everyone to have really built up characters to make it interesting, because playing as the Empire can get pretty old pretty quick if you don't have those extra layers of character development and motivation in play. If you guys have any more questions about the Star Wars Fantasy Flight games or about playing as a Galactic Empire squad, hit me up in the comments. I'm happy to do more videos, and be sure to follow me on social media. All the links are down there in the video description. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day.